Hi y'all, doing a quick video. It's dinner time. I just got home. The kiddos are hungry. Everyone's hungry. I need to hurry up and make dinner, so I'm just going to do a quick grabbing meal where I'm making some chili. I have ground beef here that it's actually taco meat, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like to season it, but it's fine. The flavors is fine. It's taco meat, so it has cumin in it. Garlic, and onions in it, basically, and maybe it has Italian seasoning in it, but basically that's the ingredients of it, and that's totally fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this inside the microwave. Not to worry, this bag is boilable, freezable, and microwavable. If you don't have it inside of a regular Ziploc bag, just go ahead and open it up and put it on a plate, nuke it for 1 minute, and then the meat's going to be soft enough to put inside the pot. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to set it for 15 minutes. My goal is I want to get this done within 10 minutes. All within taping. So I'm going to put this in the microwave real quick. This right here is some onions that I have frozen because I like to do things quick. So these are some frozen onions. I'm going to go ahead and chop them up a little bit, and I'm going to put that in. This I have 3 pint tomato sauce, and all this is just tomato sauce that I made. And if you don't have tomato sauce, that you've made, just use regular tomato sauce, whatever it is that you want to use. But for my tomato sauce, I have, it's just tomatoes, and it has onions in it and garlic in it. And I put, I think, half a teaspoon of salt. And then these are red beans that I've canned. So I have 2 red beans. I want to use all black beans, but this is my last one. So I'm going to use 1 pint of black beans and 2 pints of red beans. And then I have some stock here so I can be able to get the rest of the sauce out of these jars here. So let's get going. So I was talking at that time, so I'm going to reset the timer. I need every minute I got. So I'm going to set it back to 15 minutes. And let's start ripping and running. I'm going to go ahead and heat this up for 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay, I got that done. I have that in the microwave right now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open up these tomato sauces, and I'm going to go ahead and pour them in. So, smells good. So I got that all in there. Pour it on in. That's done. Recommend when you're done with the jars, fill them up with water so that the stuff, and I always smell everything. Make sure everything's okay. Ugh. Sealed properly, but just always smell it. Okay, give it a good toss or shake. There we go. That's good. Okay, and then I still have a little bit of tomato sauce in them, so I'm going to get all that off. And I think I'm going to even grab another tomato sauce because it doesn't look like a lot. This is going to be to feed a family of 9. What I'll be making is basically a chili sauce. So first, let me go ahead and do this first. Okay, that was the stock there. Give me a little trouble there. Didn't act like you didn't want to open up. And I went ahead and I filled it up halfway. And what I'm going to do is mix it around in here so I can get a good portion of the sauce, and then I'm just going to pour it into the next jar. Trying to get as much of this sauce off it as I can. Yeah, and I think I'm going to run downstairs and get another sauce. Maybe 2 more sauces. Pour it in this one. And if you don't want to do this step, by all means, you don't have to do it. I'm just doing it because, I want to. So now I'm going to pour this one in. And now these are done. I'm going to take these over to the sink, and I'll put water in those so that when I clean them off, I normally clean them inside of my dishwasher. So fill them up with hot water, and these babies will be easy to clean because the food won't be stuck to it and be all hard on the dishes. So that's done there. So now what I'm going to do is, now you see there's juice in here. I don't want the juice from the beans. I don't want it. It's clean. You could use it if you wanted to. I just don't want to. I'm going to pour it out, and I'm just going to put the beans into it. Pour both of these, all 3 of the jars, put it in there. And here's my onions here. I also want to put bell peppers in them, but because I have some that I froze, but I don't feel like going and getting them, so I'm not going to put it in. But you're more than welcome to put that in there, as well as if you want to. I mean, it's chili. You can put whatever you want to put in it. Just make sure it's something that you'll be able to eat. So let me put this here real quick, and I'm going to chop up some of these onions just so they're smaller pieces. And what I did is, these onions right here, I let it thaw out in the refrigerator. And you definitely don't have to do that. If you don't know that you're planning on using it and you don't have it thawed out, it's perfectly fine. All you have to do, like I did with the ground beef, just nuke it for like maybe 30 seconds and it'll soften right up and you can just break it apart. Right now, I was looking for a knife. Found one. See, move the camera up a little bit. So here's the onions right here. I'm just gonna give them a chop. And this is to save me time. I have some onions that are already chopped up, but I didn't grab those. So, you know, see, this doesn't take any time at all. So I'm just chopping it up real quick. I don't want the pieces too big because the little ones may be a little upset with that. So I'm just going to chop it up more fine. And this will work out great. And it's real crunchy like because it's frozen or semi-thawed. But don't worry, as soon as I put it inside of there, it's going to look great. It's going to taste great and it's going to be great. And this just saves me time. And I could have skipped this whole step if I would have got the ones that I had already have pre-cut. And remember, anything you see in the video that you are interested in doing, just look up jwitten31 / whatever topic it is you're looking up, and you can be able to find it. So that's done here. I'm going to go ahead and just scrape it. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and just scrape it right on into the pot. There we go with that. Let me put this aside. And then I'm going to get the beans here. And I'm going to open them up. You definitely can use a can opener. It's just that it's handy. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up all of these, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drain the meat, or not the meat, but the chili. And I think I'll even cut it on right now. I'm gonna put it on medium right now, medium setting. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the juice out of the beans. All right, and you really can't see it that well. I scooted it over some so you can maybe see a little better. I'll show you the inside of it. Let me just, yeah, there we go. So if you still have some of the liquid in it, that's totally fine. All right, so I'm pouring those in. That was easy. That's easy. Let me get my spoon, and I'm going to give it a little mix. So it has that in it. This looks like a good amount, but I still think I'm going to add in maybe 1 or 2 more jars, and that's just because I'm using it for my family. And I could thicken it if I wanted to thicken it. If I want to make the chili a little more thicker, I may do that by just adding in some flour, and I'll show you how I do that. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of, and you can put in as much as you want to. I'm just giving you specifics, but you know, with cooking, there's no requirement. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of chili, and I think I'll do 2 teaspoons of chili. Put 2 teaspoons in there, and I don't add any salt to my stock or anything. I did put a teaspoon in with the tomato sauce, but let's see. This looks good. Oh, she got my timer. I don't know what timer I'm at. She stopped it. So I'll put it up at 10 minutes. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put my onions, but I still have some more of those in the refrigerator. Alright, so now let me go ahead and grab the meat, and I'm going to put that in. It is broken up a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to puncture my bag real quick. And I'm going to put it in there for a little bit longer. I want it a little more crumbly, so I'm going to try 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So I cook it down just a little bit so it'll break apart a little better. So I'm going to put it in here, and we're almost done. This is almost the whole process. Sorry, the lighting. I'm trying to make sure I have there. That's a little better lighting. Okay. So what I'm debating right now, this is totally all I have to do is just heat up, put the meat in, it's done. What I'm debating is I'm trying to make more of it because I only have, I use my other ground beef. So I'm thinking this isn't going to be enough to feed all 9 because I'm going to make sloppy joes out of it. So I think I'm going to get a little bit more sauce and I'm going to get a little bit more beans, you know, for the fillers. But, you know, that's a good filler. So yeah, let me go ahead and get some more beans and some more tomato sauce.